The lesson which I'm going to teach you that is landforms. First of all, I will tell you about the meaning of the landform. The meaning of the landform, the physical attributes, characteristics, and features of the earth are called landforms. No two places on the earth look the same. Hills, plains, lakes, streams, valleys, and other features shapes a place. These physical attributes are known as landform. Okay, Ji. Next, fold mountains. The next heading is fold mountain. You can see the picture of the fold mountains. You can see the layers of the mountains which are given in the picture. And the meaning of the fold mountains are the fold mountains are created where two or more earth tectonic plates are pushed together. At these colliding compressing boundaries, rocks and debris are wrapped and folded into rocky outcrop, hill, mountain, and entire mountain range. You can see these folds, okay? These folds happen thousands of years. It takes thousands of years to create these folds on the mountain. These mountains are known as the fold mountains. Fold mountains hold on fixed crust of the earth. These mountains move like clouds. Similarly, the earth crust is constantly moving. This movement is called crustal movement. You know there are the different layers of the earth. The one is the core, mantle, outer, inner core. Fold mountains are the result of this crustal movement. It takes millions of years to see the visible change of the movement. You cannot see the fold change in the fold mountains in a 1 year or 2 years. The change takes 1,000 years to appear on the mountains. This gives rise to the formation of volcanoes and mountains. It was a movement of folded sedimentary rocks that formed the peaks of the Himalayas. Okay, G. The next is cliffs. What are the cliffs? Cliffs are high steep faces of rocks. Okay, you can see these mountains. These mountains are known as cliffs. They are high steep faces of rocks and they are usually found alongside coast or the mountain area. You can see these type of place, these type of mountain near the coastal areas. And cliffs are high steep faces of rock. They are usually found along the coastal areas or the mountain areas. They are formed due to the erosions of weathering. Softer rocks erode due to the wind or water flow. Those rocks which are resistant to the erosions and weathering form cliffs. These are cliffs. You can see these are the different mountains. These are not like other mountains that are the steep on the edge, but they are the different mountains. Their shape is totally different, and you can usually find these mountains on the near the coastal areas. Next, bays. What are bays? The definition of bays is a bay is a body of water that is mostly surrounded by land. You can see this is the land area and this is also the land area, and this water is surrounded by the land area, and this area is known as the bay. Bays are formed by erosions of rocks near seashores. What is seashores? Seashores, the area which is near the sea, okay? A bay is a body of water that is mostly surrounded by the land. Bays are formed by the erosions of rock near seashores. Bays have calmer water. Usually we observe that near the sea, the water has noisy water and they create noise, but these are the calmer water. Bays have calmer water due to the surrounded land and can prove to be the ideal for fishing or act as port. A large bay is called a gulf. Okay, Ji. Next slide, peninsula. You know, this is the different word, the peninsula. What are the peninsulas? Peninsulas are the areas of land that extend out into the sea form, the mainland. Some are very important peninsulas are in Malaysia and Italian peninsulas. Okay, this is the land. Okay, you can see this is the land and the outer land. This land is surrounded by the water, and this area is known as the peninsula. Okay, the next, valley. Simple. You all of have read about the valleys. The area between two mountains are known as valley. Here I'm giving the definition. The land between the foot of two mountain ranges is called valley. And these areas are very fertile, and occasionally a river flows through them. Sometimes valleys are formed when two parallel parts of the earth move and land mass sinks in the middle. I will tell you the name of famous valley: Neelam Valley, Chitral Valley, and the very, very famous Kashmir Valley. Okay? These are the very famous valley in Pakistan. Next, delta. What is delta? Delta is a area of land formed at the mouth of the river where it meets to join the oceans or sea. Okay, you can see the picture. Everyone see the picture. This is the delta, and this area is known as the sea or the ocean. And here, river uh, divided into different parts, different areas, and this area is known as delta. Okay, the next one is plateaus. What are plateau? This is the picture of the plateau. There is a different type of land. Some land is high, some is low, and it's a eroded land. You can see plateaus are the high level grounds of hard layer land that has broad and flat platform of the table. Okay, Ji. Many years ago, these may have been mountains. They eroded and weathered the weaker rocks at the top layers. 45% of the earth consists of plateaus. Plateaus can also form by upwelling of volcanoes magma. In Pakistan, we have two plateaus. The one is Potohar Plateau and the second is Balochistan Plateau. Potohar Plateau is the area where we are living here, and it is very famous, famous area. And the Balochistan Plateau, and in Potohar Plateau, I will say Potohar Plateau is blessed with oil and minerals. And in Potohar Plateau, the world's biggest salt mine is also situated. Okay, in Balochistan Plateau is situated in province Balochistan. It is rocky and barren land, and it is also this area. This land is also blessed with the minerals. Okay, next, hills. The definition of hill. Hills are the areas of higher altitude which rise above the rest of the land. It's very simple. Hills are made of harder rocks and are most resistant to erosion. Sometimes hills lie under the great mountain range. These are known as the foothill. Pakistan has many hill ranges such as Margala Hills. You know where the Margala Hills are. Margala Hills are situated in Islamabad. Kirthar Hill, Murray Hill. Murray Hill is very famous. Murray Hill, and every person enjoy to go Murray, but today we are facing a very unfortunate situation. We are suffering the COVID-19 corona disease, so we are staying home. But when we will enjoy the normal life, I hope you will all go to Murray Hills and enjoy that thing. Next is river. What are the rivers? River is a natural stream of water that flows into sea or lake. You can see the river. We have 5 big rivers in Pakistan. You know, what are the rivers? The flow of water. Okay. Rivers is a natural stream of water that flows into sea or a lake. Rivers are formed with the ice and snow melts and flow down from the mountains towards the lowlands of the valley and the plain. The longest river in the world is River Nile, which is situated in Egypt. The Indus River is the longest river in Pakistan. We all know that Punjab is also known as the land of 5 rivers. I will tell you the name of the 5 rivers which flow in Pakistan: Ravi, Satluj, Beas, Indus, and Chenab. These are the rivers which flow in Pakistan, and Punjab is also, we are living. There are 4 provinces in Pakistan. The most populated province is Punjab, and Punjab is known as the land of 5 big rivers. Next, lakes. What are lakes? You can see this picture. Lake is surrounded by the land and the forest. Okay, what are the lakes? Lakes are the large bodies of water surrounded by land. Lakes are formed in lowland of a valley or plain. The water source of lake is a rainfall or drainage of rivers or stream. The water in lake is usually still, as opposed to river which are usually flowing. Okay, so simplest definition, the lakes are the large bodies of water surrounded by land. Okay, the next, waterfall. This is the very beautiful picture of a waterfall. You can observe this picture. What is waterfall? Waterfall is a place where the flow of water of a river drops from great height. In the waterfall, you know the name of the waterfall. It means water fall from the height and flows then. Okay, a waterfall is a place where the flow of water drops from a great height. Okay, there are famous waterfalls in the world: Congo and Enga Falls in Congo, and Victoria Falls in Africa, and Niagara Falls is also considered very famous falls in the world. Next is spring. As you see in the picture, these are springs. These springs are natural. They flow on the land by naturally. Okay. The definition of spring is the earth's surface absorb rainwater. When there is abundance of rain, the water accumulates and flow. This is known as spring. The water from the spring is rich in mineral and is very clean and healthy for drinking. Some natural springs, however, have a high content of minerals such as sulfur and other metal. The water from such spring is good for bathing, but not for drinking. The water of spring which has sulfur and other minerals, you can't drink that water. You can only use that water for bathing and other purpose because many minerals are mixed with them that you can't drink that water. Okay, G, next. Rapids. This is the rapids. In English movies, you also observe the rapids. The Britisher and the foreigners and the very keen people enjoy to doing boating on the rapids. What is rapid? Rapid. When a river flows downstream through rocks and cliffs, the water comes down with great force and it moves with great speed. This section of water is known as rapid. It is extremely dangerous to swim or sail a boat in this water. When someone want to do boating on these rapids, it's very dangerous for their life, but only the expert people can do boating or sailing on this type of area. Okay, Ji. Next is natural vegetation. The question, what is the natural vegetation? Okay, natural vegetation refers to plants that grow without human interference. It means the plants grow by themselves. Human can't help them to grow. They can't feed, watering them. They can't give them the other things. A region's vegetation is determined by its climate and soil. Plants must have moisture and heat of survival. The relative amounts of effect that what type of plants grow. Canada has 7 natural vegetation regions that are composed of 3 types of natural vegetation: tundra, forest, and grassland. Of the 3, forest vegetation cover the most of the plants. You can see this is a picture of natural vegetation. Okay, this picture is in this picture you can see the natural vegetation. These plants grow without the help of human beings. The next is desert. Everyone know about the desert. What are the desert? A desert is a land surface. Okay, desert is a land surface that is dry and hot. It is vast area of sand and gravel which gets little or no rainfall in the year. You can see the sand everywhere. There is less water or no water in the desert. If anybody want to go to desert area, he or she can't find water. Okay, and he or she will find sand everywhere. And a desert is a land surface that is dry and hot. It is vast area of sand and gravel which gets little or no rainfall in the year. As the weather is changing in the world, the deserts are enlarging. This is because there is less rainfall each year. Now the area of desert is enlarging every year because the rainfall, because of less rainfall each year. You know which is the largest desert in the world? Sahara Desert in Africa is considered the largest and the hottest desert in the world. And Gobi Desert is largest desert in China, and it is also the largest desert of Asia. Some other deserts are the Central Australian Desert, Atacama Desert in South America, Arabian Desert in Saudi Arabia, and Kalahari Desert in Africa. Okay, G. The largest desert is also found in the Balochistan. Deserts are also found in Pakistan. There are 3 deserts in Pakistan. The first one is Thal, second is Thar, and the third is Haran. Haran Desert is situated in Balochistan. Third desert is situated in Punjab, and third desert is situated in Sindh. The larger desert is found western Balochistan. The desert region in Pakistan are in the southeast. The third desert of Sindh is also known as the Great Indian Desert. Part of the third desert that extend into Punjab, known as Cholistan. Cholistan and Thal Desert are in Punjab, and the driest and hottest place is the country. The Thal Desert, which is located in Pakistan, is also known as Rohi near Multan and in extent to Bahawalpur. The sandy desert of Haran is located in Haran. sorry, located in Balochistan. Okay, now I will also tell you about dunes. What are the dunes? You can find the dunes in the desert. The desert soil is sandy with gravel, boulders, hills, and mountains. Part of the desert are covered with wide straight piles of sand, forming little hills known as sand dunes. Sand dunes are the sandy hills. They are formed in the desert areas. The shape of the sand dunes keeps changing due to the high winds. Okay, sand dunes don't have the constant shape. They change their shape um, with the help of high winds. There is little vegetation in this part of the world, where only cacti and shrubs and are its main vegetation. Okay, the next slide. Desert vegetation. What type of vegetation, what type of plants you can find in the desert, and what type of animal you can find in the desert? There are some desert plants that have long roots, which reach down as much as 12 meters into the earth in search of water. Okay, the plants which are present in the desert, they have the long roots. They absorb water for the long time. So other plants store large amount of water in their leaves, roots, and stem. The barrel cactus is a plant which plugs after the rainfall because it absorbs as much water as it can. Later, it starts to shrink as it uses up the water. The cactus plants, when there is rain in the desert area, it absorbs water. Okay, and it plugs. After that, when it uses water, it becomes shrink. Many cacti plants absorb water from the ground and have an ability to store their trunks and leaves also. Okay, Ji? Animals. Which type of animal can survive in the desert? Okay, animals that survive this harsh climate are the insects, reptiles, birds, and mice. Only few animals can survive in the harsh climate of the desert, because as you know, the deserts are very hot and place without water, so it is very difficult to survive. Only few animals can survive there. Their animals, insects, reptile, birds, and mice included. And of course, you can see the camel. Camel is which is known as the ship of desert. Camels are used as transport to carry people and goods, as they can travel for many miles and soft sand without water. The camel store food. The camels store water in their humps. You can see the hump on the back of the camel. This is the hump, and camel can store water in the hump. Kichi. This is why they are able to stay without water for many days. The camel's long eyelashes. If you will see the picture of a camel very closely, you can see camel has very long eyelashes, and this long eyelashes helps the camel's eye from sand during the sandstorm. If there is um, no long camel don't have long eyelashes, so what happened then? The sand of the desert enter in the eyes of the camel, and camel can't see. Camel can't survive, and maybe camel die with this type of environment. So God gifted the camel with the long eyelashes, so it can save its eye from with the help of long lashes. The people who live in the deserts are sturdy. Sturdy mean very strong body. They have very strong body, and they are hardworking. Traveling is difficult as there are few trees areas to rest. They lived in tents. They live in tents in the past, but now they have developed town and city. In the village, the people who live in the village, they develop towns, small towns and villages there. There are large deposits of minerals wealth in some regions, such as the Arabian Desert, which has oil and gas. Arabian Desert, which is situated in Saudi Arabia, that red desert is rich with oil and gas. This mineral wealth lies deep in the ground to the desert. It is drilled and the oil is piped through the refineries. This wealth enables the region to develop its natural resources reserve and sell it to other countries. The people of this region gain valuable monetary benefits and are now developing their countries. Okay, this is the definition of desert and vegetation. Next is oases. What are the oases? Oasis, the fertile area in the desert. You can see the desert, you can see the date trees over here. Oasis, there are fertile area in the desert where water collects from the ground stream or stream. Here you can see the water here. Okay, this oasis is also present in the desert areas, and you can see the water here, the area where you can find the water in the desert area known as oasis. These areas called oases. Around the oases, there is a vegetation of grassland and date palms. Okay, you can see the date palms over here. The weather of the desert change each day. It is hot and dry in the day and cools down in the night considerably. Okay, desert area has a different temperature during the day. Nighttime it becomes cold and daytime it becomes very hot. Next is forest. What are the forests? Forest, you can see a lot of trees in the forest. Okay, forest, an area with high density of trees is called forest. A forest is a system which is composed of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Forest as habitat. Forest is the habitat of the variety of living beings. Okay, Ji, there are this is a definition of area. The area with high density of trees is called forest. Okay, now there are different type of forests there. The kind of forest, how many kinds of forest are there? There are three kind of forests: the coniferous forest, taiga forest, and rainforest. Okay, next we will go coniferous forest. What is the definition of coniferous and what type of coniferous forest are? Forest on slopes of mountains and hill with coniferous and evergreen trees are known as coniferous forest. Okay, so coniferous trees have needle-like leaves. You can see it in the pictures. The trees have the needle-like trees. Trees are needle-like leaves. Some trees remain green throughout the year, or these trees remain green. They never shed their leaves. Okay, they remain green throughout the year. They are called evergreens. The temperatures of coniferous forests are usually cold in winter and moderately warm in summer. Okay. The next one is taiga. You can see the picture. These are the taiga. Here are the icy mountains. There's a grassland. There's a mountain areas, land area, and these are the taiga forests. What are the taiga forests? The coniferous evergreen forest in subarctic land, and this is known as the subarctic land. Is known as taiga. Same definition. You can see that the coniferous forest in subarctic land, the coniferous forests which are situated and which are held in the subarctic land, they are known as taiga. A taiga is also known in biomes, which is a vast area with a similar flora, fauna, and microorganisms. Okay, G, it has vegetation that can survive the cold weather. Okay, this type of vegetation can survive the cold mountain, cold weather, icy weather. Coniferous trees such as spruce, fir, and pine grew all well in taigas. In the lowland of the taigas, deciduous trees such as birch, willow, and ash grow in the mixed woodland. The taiga has a cold climate condition in winter and moderately warm. It has two climatic seasons, cold climate in winter and warm in the summer. Okay, the next one is the rainforest. Okay, you can see the picture of rainforest. Rainforest means everyone knows these forests get great rain. The rainforests are jungles of dense vegetation that receive high annual rainfall. They receive high annual rainfall throughout the year. Its climate is hot and humid all the year round, but climate of this area is very hot. And these forests are very rich in wildlife and exotic vegetations of ferns, arched vines to evergreen and tall trees. It is known as the rainforest as thick vegetation of trees cover most of the land and water filter through the trees in the sprays towards the vegetation and blow when it rains in the tropical monsoon area. So these type of forests get great rainfall throughout the year. Okay, G, the next is okay. Grassland. What are the grassland? Okay, you can see the very fertile area, green area, and this green area is known as grassland. What are the how many grass? This is the grassland. Grassland biomes are large rolling terrains of grasses, flowers and herbs. Latitude, social land, local climate for the most part determine what kind of plants grow. And in a particular grassland, a grassland is a region where the average annual precipitation is great enough to support grasses and in some of few trees. Okay. Now grassland are found in both cold and hot countries. You can find the grassland in both countries, hot countries and cold countries. The plants which grow here are tough, such as short grasses and herbs. You can see short grasses and herbs in this picture. In the summer, the grass blooms with wildflowers. The grassland extending from the Midwest to the Rocky Mountains in the United States are known as prairies. Cereal crops grow and cattle graze in the prairies with little animal life. The South American grassland are known as pampas. Okay, the most common animals of different grassland are the various dog and mule deer found in North America, giraffe and zebra found in Africa, and lion found in both Africa and Asia. Okay, ji. Here I will explain there are different types of grassland. The first one is tropical grassland are known as, they are very famous, they are known as savanna, and these grassland are found in hot and humid tropical areas. Savanna has rainy season. And the second one is Mediterranean woodland. Mediterranean woodland are the gray areas that are hot and dry in summer and have moderate winter. This region is known as Mediterranean and lies close to the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the next is polar region. What is polar region? The north and south poles are known as the polar regions. This weather is cold, windy, and icy all year round. Some animals such as polar bears, penguins, and seals survive in the extreme weather. There's a little vegetation and fishing is major source of food. Okay, ji. The next one is the last topic, which is that is tundra, the vast treeless plain of the Arctic region. It's called tundra. This is a little vegetation of moss, lichens, and flowering herbs during the summer when the temperature is warm. Although the ice and snow melts during the summer months, the underground remains frozen. This is why trees and plants can't grow in tundra. The people who live in this area are known as and this is a very, very cold area. They live in igloos, which are houses made by blocks of ice in winter and skin tents in summer months. Okay, ji. Now, I'm going to, there are only 3 minutes are there. So I will stop sharing and come to you. Stop sharing. You can ask question now. Students?
Hello.
Ji.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. I explain each and everything. If there is any problem, you can ask the question now. Because we have only 2 minutes, student.
When will we do the work?
Today's
homework. Ma'am, is there any homework?
Beta, already homework is, all the work is given on the website. I hope you all done on the notebooks. There is one homework. Read the lesson very carefully. In the next class, I will ask a question from you. Okay? And you have to complete.
Okay, ma'am.
Beta, listen. Someone is asking something. G? You are asking something? Speak loudly. Okay, you have to complete the page number 10, 11 on the book. 10, 11.
Whoever mentioned the homework, I hate them.
Yeah, what are you saying? Will speak loudly.
Ma'am, I have done.
You have already done. That's very, very good thing you have done. So now your homework is now to read the lesson once again and underline the important things. Okay? Each and every.
How are you?
If you want to say, Gigi, Ishal, everything is fine.
How are you?
Umar, why you are sleeping? Arisha, you want to ask some question? Abdul Hanan, everything is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Understand each and every point of the lesson? Afeen, hello Afeen, how are you? Okay. So all of you will read the lesson at home. If you will read the lesson at home, you will understand each and everything. Ishal, Sir,
Okay, ma'am.
Arvia, understand the lesson?
How are you?
Is there any difficulty?
Yes. No.
Everything is clear?
Yes. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ji. Okay, the time is nearly over. So I will say goodbye to you.
Ma'am.
Okay, children, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.
Allah.